Welcome back to my 100% playthrough of Heretic, Shadow of the Serpent Riders on the Dower, the Smite-Meister difficulty with fast monsters enabled. Played with the Wayfarer's Tome through GZDoom. We're doing all levels with a 1 start, and this is episode 4, the Ossuary. Let's begin. Alright, you guys were waiting for this one, huh? Yeah, Catafalque on Smite-Meister. With fast monsters. The reason why this level is so notorious is because of the ammo deprivation it has, or so it might seem. You might have to restore it to staffing enemies, and when you try to grab stuff like this, yeah, that happens too. Well, the situation is not as desperate as it may seem, because we have the power of infighting on our side. And we can just run along these areas and grab all this ammo. Of which there is more to it than it seems. But in the end, it's not how much ammo you have, it's how you use it. But anyways, let's go into here, go through the portal, kill these guys. Let's break out the wand. Kill the gargoyles like that. Open this area up and kill the Ophidian. You might knock them off. But I believe that only works in GZDoom, but that's fine. We're gonna hang around these areas, grab the Morphobum. Morphobum will come in handy very soon. For now though, we're gonna have to go into here. And through this part. Unfortunately I didn't grab the quiver. So that means I'll have to come back into here. Oh well. Try that again. And as a bonus, we telefragged an Ophidian. Good. So now let's go into here. Open this door up. Push this button to open some more doors up. And let's just camp around here until these guys come in. Yeah, I'm not doing a speedrun style. I'm just getting this out of the way in a more meticulous fashion, but that's fine. Odds are you might have to fight some more Ophidians that teleport through the area, but thankfully the more consistent damage from the crossbow should help you deal with the worst of their lot. As well as these disciples too, as long as they aren't ghostly. When you're done with that, you want to go into this area, make sure you kill all the disciples and grab the time bombs, because they will be very useful in this next area. As for you though, yeah, we'll just finish you off like that. And you too, because why not? So we got some more rattlers and we survived the worst of the Molitor. But we're gonna keep him attacking these enemies. Or get the enemies to attack him by accident so he infights with them, like that. That works too. As for you though, I'm gonna finish you off. Alright, so we should be ready to go into another area. We're gonna push this button and then break out the Morphobum we grabbed on the ledge stair. We're gonna use it very soon because of these guys. And it looks like I telefragged one of them. That works. But as for these guys, they're making me use my quartz flasks. Sad. But I think we got most of them turned into chickens. I hope we got most of them killed too, because I don't want them to turn back and start firing at me again. I don't hear any of them, so we should be alright. Let's open this up and get this secret with the Chaos Device and the Energy Orb. Avoid the wrath of the Molitor. Very close. But that's fine. We're gonna go back up here again and go into this area. Because we're gonna grab the Dragon Claw. And now we have the Dragon Claw, we can go up here, drop down and grab the green key, but when we do that, there will be more of these guys waiting for you, so let's wand them. Or you could Dragon Claw them. This is a really good spot to shoot them from, because the spread won't be too bad. It'll be just right. There we go. So if you need any health, you can pick that up, but I'd say we're ready to go down into here now. Not the most ideal spot because the saber claws can crowd you, but we got him. Let's just push the switch to raise the stairway, and this one 2, and this one 3. Grab this, put a time bomb right there, and now we can face the disciples of the Sparrow, Spooky Boys. And if you aren't feeling confident in the other weapons, you can use the time bombs. But I'm going to switch back to the crossbow. Like that. Over here, you can open this area up, but watch out for these guys. Be more careful than me. But even if you are a little reckless, should be fine, because there are some crystal vials here. As for the saber claws, we should be able to handle them in a few shots, just like that. Alright, so this secret opens up. It's one of 2, I believe. Well, there's actually one more, but still, we'll get that one in a little bit. Either way, we're gonna make sure all these guys are dead, because we still have plenty of wand crystals, or just enough to get us by. Alright, for this next part, we're gonna open this area up, grab the wand crystal there, and then use it on the fire gargoyles. If you want, you could fire this at them, but we'll finish this one off with the album wand. There we go. You hover. And you. Yeah, let's finish you off the one, since you survived. You know what? Yeah, that works too. Alright, so let's get the Hell Staff, and let's celebrate our victory in this area by grabbing some stuff we'll need for this area, like lesser runes and whatnot. And let's also face the Molitor. Unfortunately, we can't do the classic Molitor CBT technique because his attack will knock you back. So it's not the most ideal for situations like these. So let's just kill him with the Hell Staff. Don't worry too much about aiming because the homing properties of the Hell Staff and the Wayfarer's Tome will help you with that. Now that is very taxing on our ammo, but it still should leave us with enough to deal with the rest of these enemies. And we still have some time bombs, so let's open this area up. Put this guy right here, put him in his place like that, and now we can open these parts up. Alright, we're gonna run right into here. Kill the Saber Claw, grab the ethereal arrows, and go to this part. Give him a similar treatment. And now let's play Hit Scan Harry with this Iron Lich. Yeah, that works. Hey, he dropped a Morphobum, which is very good, because we'll probably need that for this next encounter. Let's just wait for the tornadoes to dissipate, since I don't really feel like getting them to move around a bit. Yeah, it takes like 20 seconds if they spawn in weird. Oh well. Let's go into here, clear this guy out. Grab his runes if he drops any. Finish this fellow off with the crossbow, and we should be ready to go into here. Now what we're going to do in here, quickly use this, and use the Tome of Power too. Let's use the Tome Gauntlets as well to cement our conquest of all these guys. And as for these guys, they get the egg treatment. And these guys get the health staff treatment too. We'll finish them off later, but for now, I'd say we did alright. So let's just go into here, wake up all the enemies. And all of them, of course, are none other than Iron Liches. You know, just 4 of them. It's no big deal. But we will need this. Let's just circle around them. Hopefully they won't fire right in our face. As long as they don't do that, we should be hunky-dory. We still have claw ammo too, which is just fine. And one more lich, and there we go. So the remaining enemies should be in these areas, with saber claws and whatnot. And that's everything. And in 11 minutes, there we go. That's Catafalque. And yeah, it's a pretty tough level, but even with the limited amount of ammo, you can still make it through with killing all the enemies and getting all the secrets. It's a little tricky to do, but the Wayfarer makes it a little more reliable. The Wayfarer's Tome with the slightly juiced up weapons, and at the same time, you'll also have to deal with certain balances that help the enemies, like the Molitar having his knockback with the melee attack, because that kind of completely screws over the whole Tome Gauntlet crotch zapping thing that I'd like to do to get my health back and also be efficient with my ammo, but unfortunately we can't do that in the Wayfarer's Tome. Oh well, we were able to get this level done in under 15 minutes, so it's good enough for me. So let's just go into the next level, which is Blockhouse. Alright, here we go into the Blockhouse. Now this level has a pretty wild start, but not as wild as Catafalque, I do say. We'll just drop down in here now and grab everything. It's hard to get your foot in the door, just like many other levels, but once you get it in, it should be fairly straightforward. You want to grab the bag of holding down there, which is right at this part, and then when you're ready, you can head on into one of the portals, which we'll do once we find it. There it is. Yeah, levels navigation isn't all that friendly to newcomers, but it should be fine. Even to me, someone who's played this level so many times before, still get a little lost in it. We're going to focus fire on the Ophidians, because the Ophidians will destroy the saber claws, or at least damage them enough so that you won't have to worry about them either way. You can make liberal use out of that look up and down feature. Could help you in an area like this. We're going to do our best to make sure all of our shots hit the enemy, so we can be as efficient as possible with them. No promises though. If you don't feel confident in hitting them with the crossbow, you can take your time to go around in a circle and hit them with the wand, which will probably hit them more reliably due to its hit scan nature. But you'll probably have to look up. I have the look up key bound to Q and the look down key bound to E and the center key bound to R to go with the WASD scheme. I won't judge you if you use mouse look for situations like these though. It's fine. So let's get rid of the rest of these guys with the crossbow. We should be good to go. Oh yeah, there's one more survivor, but not anymore. Let's also grab all this ammo, we'll need it. And then go right here to lower this lift. And we'll be back in this room, you'll see. Because we're heading back into here, but a new portal opens when you're done with that whole ordeal. This one will give you the Dragon Claw, and this time you can go and grab this stuff right here on this layer, which you want to do. then head back up into the portal and go through this part. So you can go into this portal and grab more stuff, including a Morphobum and a Health Staff. So we'll go around here, go in a little circle, and then go back up into this part. And we'll repeat the process one more time. Alright, we got a Phoenix Rod, some Time Bombs, and of course yellow keys lowering for us. But this time, we can go up here. But to prepare us, we'll have the Morphobum ready, because there will be Ophidians waiting for you. There's also an enchanted shield, which will help you a lot in this encounter with these disciples. You should have a Mystic Urn at this point, which will help you deal with the worst of this lot if need be. But the enchanted shield should tank most of the damage for you. Like now. Yeah, we're just gonna spam the Hell Staff. It's a great spam weapon. And we're just going around this area to spam it right in these guys' faces. But we'll probably just land here real quick, because isn't a completely reliable strat. Whatever. We'll get some of these guys to infight like that, and finish the rest of them off, that we can. Because we have the Dragon Claw still, we can use that. And these guys can also get finished off with the Dragon Claw, especially you, since you're blocking the way. Alright, so now we have that settled. We are ready to go. Clear out the rest of these Ophidians. These guys are tanky as usual, but they're no match for any of your weapons, really. These guys are also tanky, but we have some crossbows to get rid of them. And maybe they'll drop lesser runes for you, if they're feeling generous. They aren't as generous in the Wayfarer's Tome as they are in Vanilla, so they won't drop as many runes for you. And even if they do drop runes, they aren't as much as they would be usually. Which is quite unfortunate, but still. It's better than nothing. Okay, so now that we clear this area out, we'll go back into any of these portals, really. As long as we land over here and lower this, we should be good. Yeah, we're going back up so we can grab everything else that we missed in the center area. Like the greater runes, the quartz flask right there, the quiver, and most importantly, the green key. So now we have the green key, we can head out into the green door, but you can also go up here if you want. Or up here. Just be warned that there are plenty of fire gargoyles waiting for you outside. And if you do go up here, you have to watch out because the floor hurts. But if you do go outside, there'll be lots of crystal vials, among other things, that'll help you deal with this area. There's also a shadow sphere, let's pick that up too. Now when you're done, you can grab the Wings of Wrath and just fly away victoriously. But I'm gonna keep hugging the floor here to make sure I grab everything. Including that Ring of Invincibility, also good to have. Yeah, I didn't show this off in my old videos, so I might as well show it off here. Now this ring is very useful in this area because when you open this up, you'll fight an Iron Lich, but he's not the real big deal. We'll use a Shadow Spear for him anyway, though. There's also another one, but oh well. The real prominent threat are Well, there's another Iron Lich right here. We woke him up when we were going out into that area, so we'll just take advantage of him being awake and moving around. However, when you grab the blue key, here comes the Molitor. Yeah, there he is. Let's just bait him out. Him and his Hex and 2 explosions. As for you, buddy, and your fire gargoyle friends, we'll get rid of them with the wand. It's what they deserve. Alright, so here's the deal. We're gonna put on that ring, and we're gonna burn this guy to death. We're having roast beef tonight. There we go. Now, if all that cleared out, we can grab the Bag of Holding, the Chaos Device, and another Ring of Invincibility. Thank you very much. Now, while we still have the Tome of Power, we're gonna just run all the way over here. Probably use this Ring of Invincibility for this encounter because there's another Molitor. Let's just roast him too. Yeah, as you can see, the powered up Phoenix Rod depletes ammo faster. But that's fine. The Phoenix Rod was already OP, and the Wayfarer's Tome makes it slightly more OP by giving it a longer range, which makes it a little more reliable when you're moving around in circles and whatnot. But there's one more enemy. We'll have to go look for him. Of course, it's a fire gargoyle around these edges here. Alright, so now we cleared that out, we are done with the level. So let's just push this button and head on out. Alright, that's the Blockhouse, and yeah, I flubbed up my first attempt at this. I kind of ran right into a bunch of Saber Claws who screwed me over, but you'll see that in the outtakes. But yeah, I'm surprised I didn't die on Catafalque, but instead died here. Oh well. We'll see where the future takes us in the next level, which is the Ambulatory. Let's go. Alright, here we go into the Ambulatory. Now, you can just follow along this pathway that will darken and show you where you need to go. The Time Bombs and the Ancients will also lead you straight to it, but we're going to grab the Ethereal Crossbow here before we do anything else, because we're going to go right into here and get rid of the golems, among some other things. Yeah, you can tell that's a secret area because it's flickering, but the big threat here are the 3 Iron Liches who will be more than eager to rip your face off. We're just going to fire bolts right into their big heads. As they fire their stupid tornadoes that sometimes like to chase you endlessly, depending on how the RNG works for them, which is very weird. But this guy, we'll finish him off with the crossbow. Yeah. As for this guy, we'll just kill him with the wand. Pretty risky to kill him with the ethereal crossbow anyway, but high risk, high reward, I suppose. The reward is getting these guys out of the way. Let's get these tornadoes out of the way too. And we should be ready to go for the next area. Alright, we have plenty of time bombs. We can try using them, but you have to line up the enemies, right? But that shouldn't be too difficult, because a lot of these enemies are just gargoyles and golems of the regular variety. You can also just put some right there, kill them like that. When you're ready, you want to drop down into here. Now be careful around this area, there's lots of lava, but when you're done, you want to wait for this to raise up. Grab the yellow key and the gauntlets. And now we can be ready to go into here again, because we're gonna go over to the yellow door and open it up and get ready to fight an undead warrior and push the switch. And now we push that switch, we're gonna head back through this area. It's a little bit of a back and forth with this level, but that's fine. Let's get rid of this guy. He fell into the lava, but that's fine. Let's finish him off like that. You get the time bomb treatment. And hey, we killed one of your buddies too. You can make good use out of the time bombs if you get the enemies in the right spots. But this spot right here is a little strange. What we're gonna do is just kill the gargoyles. Kill this one with the wand, this one too. And in here, we are going to press this switch. Grab the Dragon Claw as well. And we'll be back here later. For now though, pushing the switch lowers the green key, and we're gonna blow up these pods. Now, isn't that cool? But alas, we have other things to do in this part, like go up the stairway and deal with disciples. A little tricky because of his placement. Whatever. Same with this area, but let's look up. Yeah, that's much better. And hey, look, we got a fire mace out of this area. One of the potential areas you can get it from. Stand in the middle, and this slip will lower. And when you go up, you'll see where the iron liches would have ambushed you if you didn't kill them already in the secret area. Yeah, so make sure you do that. As for these guys, we'll kill them with the Dragon Claw. And also look around these parts again, just to make sure. In fact, look around the other side, because you'll probably find more of these guys here. Let's just kill them with the wand. There we go. Now we cleared that area out, this part will open up too. But this area is pretty tricky for one reason and one reason alone. This guy's here. Let's lure him out. I was hoping he charged towards me, but that's fine. We'll just lure him out the longer way, because we aren't doing anything right now. We'll go into this part while we wait for the Molotar to come out, and actually go into here and get more things by opening that Raven door wall thing. Get the bag of holding too. And let's check out the secret area. Yeah, it has mace spheres. I think it's another area where you can find the fire mace. I'm not completely sure. All I know is the Wayfarer's Tome will guarantee you a chance to get the fire mace on the map. Molotar doesn't want to come out. That's fine. We'll just leave him in there. And we can head back through here now. We have the green key, so let's go to the green door in this part. There we go. Now we can push this switch to raise another platform in the middle. And it looks like I triggered one of the crushers. Yeah, if you stray from the dark path, you'll activate the crushers, but they aren't that quick, but they still will destroy you if you make the wrong move underneath them. Anyways, we'll go into here now and wake up some friends. And destroy them with the time bombs. Over here, though, are some nitro golems, who are not as easily destroyed with the time bombs as these guys. For this encounter, we will use the Dragon Claw. You can also use the crossbow if you want to get up close, but no guarantees you won't get hit. You can probably go up to them when their ranks are thinned out. Either way, when you exit and go to the platform there, this part will reveal itself. So let's go into it as well. Check out these parts full of things like this disciple right here, guarding a chaos device, and open this door, reveal gargoyles who are guarding none other than a ring of invincibility. Sure, we'll take that, and we'll reveal this area with more nitro golems and whatnot. Pretty spooky, but we'll stand right here and get rid of the rest of these guys. We'll finish this one off with the wand, though. Alright, so if you want to get up there, you just cross this line up right here. And now, we have one way of getting into this part. Open it up, and you'll reveal this part with a Tome of Power just sitting there, but at the same time, it's in our way to get into this area where the Nitro Golems were. So let's make our way out and grab some items in this dark area. You can use a torch if you want to light things up, because things are pulsating and whatnot. Let's push the switch to move some things around like this. And pushing that switch should also allow you to go back into this area to grab the Tome of Power. When you grab that, this part will open up, which reveals this golem. Then you can push this switch right here, and that will lower the blue key. And when you get the blue key, you won't have to worry because nothing really happens. But it's good to always be prepared. Anyways, now we've cleared this area out, we can go into this one again. And unfortunately, since we have the torch on, we'll just run right through this and activate the crushers. You can strafe run to avoid them, but we'll break out the Dragon Claw because this enemy is a ghost. So the crossbow won't work on them as well. But make sure you press the switch and you should be ready to go into the last area. We'll just run through that again. And now we can go into here. Like the last enemies, we'll get rid of these guys with the time bombs potentially. But these ones are nitro golems, so watch out for them. If you can line them up, you can kill them rather easily. But in this area, there's a Phoenix Rod, but of course, there are friends waiting for you. But we'll bait them all out. You can kill some of them with the crossbow. Or just egg them like that. As for these guys, we'll just kill them with the powered up crossbow. And run around it in a circle, or just run around wildly. Doesn't really matter. We got armor. We should be able to tank the damage. When you're done, push that button, then the other one over here. Then you can head to the exit. There will be nothing here, but when you open this up and go through this area, there'll be more disciples waiting for you. And you can go down into this secret area. Open this up, and then go into here and face the world's most pathetic Iron Lich, who will be made even more pathetic by us using this against them. But don't completely underestimate him, because he can still fire at you sometimes. We'll just finish him off with the hit scan Harry technique. Yeah, the torches prevent him from doing that much damage to you. But we're back in this area. But we don't need to be back in this area, but we do have 2 rings of invincibility, which will make this next fight all the more trivial. So let's go and meet the Molitor again. And where'd he go? He's usually guarding this area, but he decided not to this time. Whatever, we'll go clear this area out in the meantime while we hunt down the Molitor. Here's another Wings of Wrath pickup. That's not the most important pickup, but it'll be useful later potentially. For this part, these guys will try to ambush you. You can just use the Hell Staff against them. Or the Fire Mace if you have that. There's another chance to get the Morphobum if you want to turn more enemies into chickens, but the last enemy here, aside from Straggler I assume, is the Molitor. So we'll hunt him down. I hear him. I think he's down here. There he is. Let's finish him off. And let's finish him off from afar so he'll only fire these attacks at you. If you get any closer, he'll do his fire line attack or charge at you, which is even worse because he'll be invulnerable. There we go. At last, we'll have to hunt down the last enemy. But let's check every little hidey hole corner. Should probably be in here. And he is. So we did just about everything we need to do. Let's celebrate by turning on the Cheese Vision, the Wings of Wrath, use the Tome of Power, fire some rain here, blow some stuff up, sit in the explosion because we can do that, drink a sippy juice, and let's get out. And that's the Ambulatory. A little bit of a longer level, but still, it's very doable. It can be extended from the Molitor encounter and the Iron Lich encounter in the secret area, or even the non-secret area if you don't go there first. Either way, yeah, this level isn't that short, but them's the breaks. So, we're done with this level, but now we are going into E4M4, the Sepulcher. Let's go. Alright, here we go into the Sepulcher. We're just gonna wand all these enemies at the start. And now we can grab all these things out here. Now we have all that, we can go into this area and fight these golems. You can use the time bomb if you want. Well, you can save it for bigger fish. You want to cross the line up right there in order to open the area up. Watch out for the undead warriors. We'll finish them off with the wand. Use that fast fire rate to get rid of them. Should be crystals around too, either from the dead golems or just sitting here all along. There's a shadow spear over here you can use too, but probably won't need it. But we'll keep it just in case. Here's a dragon claw. Here's a mystic urn. And when we open this area up, we can just run right in here and clear out this mess. But there will also be these guys who are ghostly golems. Spooky. But thankfully the time bombs work on them too. And if you line them up right, you can get an explosion like that. Make sure to try to stun lock them too, so you can get them into a good spot. Alright, so now we cleared that area out, we're gonna mess with the rest of these guys. These guys get a time bomb too, at least this guy. Let's go right into here, grab the mace spears. There can be a fire mace here, but sometimes there isn't. If you get a fire mace, it shouldn't really matter that much. Either way, we're gonna wake up more of these guys and lure them over if we can. And once we lure them over, we can blow them all up. Kinda like that. So now we can go into this area, grab the crossbow, and then head on out, because this area is pretty spooky. Because there's lots of nitro golems there. There's also these switches you have to press one at a time. Because pressing that switch right there lowers this area with a switch you can press, which lowers another area with a switch you can press. And this repeats, I think, one more time. Strange, but whatever. Pushing that last button will allow you to go back through here, but disciples will await you, so let's get rid of them too. But before we go anywhere else, we're gonna get rid of these disciples and head back into this part. Now the reason for this is there's a secret area right here. And here are some undead warriors. We'll just destroy them with the crossbow. But when we go into here, you want to turn around because there's ghostly undead warriors in a thin hallway. Very scary. But let's get rid of them with the explosives. Kind of like that. You can use the wand to finish them off too. But when all is said and done, you can grab the enchanted shield in this other secret area. Open this part up. Watch out for the gargoyles. There's plenty of them to go around, but they can easily be taken down with the wand. Make sure you stand right here. It'll be useful in the future. I'll show you what I mean when the time comes, but for now, we're going to go around these areas. We'll grab this torch, and we should be ready to go into this part. Yeah, we'll just kill the undead warriors like that. Very straightforward. But over here, push this raven symbol to lower this part. Grab the quartz flasks if need be. Then you can just head on over here. Push this button, which will reveal this area. And when you push this button, this area will open up, and now you can fight the nitro golems in a more personal environment. And we're gonna do just that. But when we go down the stairway, some of these guys will come out, and more of these guys will also come out. Lots of gargoyles, lots of golems. The crossbow will make quicker work of them either way. Alright, so now we've gotten rid of all the golems, we are going to go back down into the stairway, where our destiny awaits us. More of these nitro golems will try to destroy you, but you can just go back and forth between the wall here, hide behind cover. You can kind of do a similar thing here, but these guys should be regular golems. It's the undead warriors you'll have to worry about. We'll just use the crossbow to get rid of them, or maybe the wand, depending on their distance. If they're close up to the balcony's edge right there, you can use the crossbow. Otherwise, use the wand. So another dragon claw you can get in this part. It'll just give you ammo at this point, because you probably already got the other dragon claw. But when you're done with this whole ordeal, you can push this button to go down into here, get the Phoenix Rod, and then get ready to play our favorite game with the Iron Lich. There we go. Didn't even fire us. Pathetic. So now this area opens up with more gargoyles. You can use the wand to get rid of them. But when all's said and done, you want to step into that area, make sure you do. So this part will open up. Yeah, that opens up if you step in both of these areas with the gargoyles. And pushing that button allows you to go down here rather than towards the exit in the middle there. We're gonna break out the Dragon Claw though. We'll probably need it for this encounter. And just in time. So we ran out of ammo there. So let's go into the secret zone and just stand right here in the middle. Break out the Hell Staff that we find in this area and use it against these guys. Let's also fire at the pods. Potentially make our life a bit easier. And for the rest of these enemies, we'll just use the Hell Staff. You can use the Phoenix Rod if you want, but no promises that'll work. Especially in closed spaces like this. Yeah, just spam, spam, spam. You should be fine in this area. Homing properties of the Hell Staff should work most of the time against these guys. If you aren't feeling confident in the homing properties, like if they hit against walls and whatnot, you can switch to the Dragon Claw. And let's just blow this up. Grab this crossbow, wake up more enemies. And let's break out the powered crossbow. Because yeah, there's an Iron Lich there. We'll use it against them when the time comes. Yeah, I don't care that I'm sitting in the slime here. Because slime is less damaging than Iron Liches, that's for sure. Anyways, now that we cleared out this area, we can push this button to raise this set of stairs up to this area. If you want to grab a fire mace potentially, you can go up this stairway, but we don't need that because we kill all the enemies. Alas. So, we can just go up here, grab the Tome of Power, and around one of these areas is a potential secret. It's through a fake wall. I believe it's somewhere around here. There it is. There's a Ring of Invincibility, just in case. And over here, Wings of Wrath, Bag of Holding, and the secret exit. We got all the kills, all the secrets, let's go. And that's the Sepulcher. Yeah, the reason why the time's looking off is because I took a break between E4M3 and now. I didn't get killed during this time. I'll let you know when I get killed during the Outtakes section, because I'll save them up for you. But I'm probably going to take another break from this next level because, oh boy, it is quite the level. It is E4M9 Mausoleum. Let's go. Alright, into the Mausoleum we go. We're going to open this first area to the right. It's hard to see, but it's there. And we'll get rid of this fellow and go over here and push this button. And now we can grab the Bag of Holding and go back into this part and get rid of these fire gargoyles. And we might have to hang around here for a bit just to make sure. We'll get some of them to come in rather than fighting them out in the open. Just hanging along this little corner here, make sure we're safe. Yeah, you can just hold on to the fire button. The gargoyles will just try to shoot you from this corner. Sometimes they'll move along, but that's fine. As for the rest of them, we can kill them with the staff. Because it do be like that. Except for the ones out here. We'll kill them with the wand. Now we have more crystals for it. Alright, so now we cleared that mess out. We're gonna grab the gauntlets of the Necromancer and start zapping these guys. Watch out for any spooky golems that when I hit you, like that Nitro Golem, who still hit me, or maybe it was this guy. Either way, we're getting rid of this Nitro Golem. And this one too. And this one. Let's zap the rest of these guys, and we should be good to go. Alright, this part is pretty scary, so let's get some health out of this area. Before we even think about going into the area right here, we're gonna grab some more health. And hell, let's wake up some more golems while we're at it. We'll see if I can get to the nice health. If not, we'll make do. I guess not, but yeah, we'll make do. While we're going down these hallways, we'll zap some of these guys. Wake some others up and finish them off with the wand. As long as we don't wake up certain other enemies, we should be alright. And the screaming metal skulls that the nitro golems fire should be easy to see. And hopefully easier to dodge as a result. Still avoiding these guys. We're gonna head down into this area. Now we have nice health. Let's see if we can use it to our fullest extent. Head along this part. Kill the rest of these guys. And finally head into that portal. Now we can go along this part. Watch out for this area though, because it's full of gargoyles and at least one fire gargoyle. We want to get rid of all of them. But especially the fire gargoyle if we come across them. Either way, we should get a crossbow out of this area. And some more health, which is even better. When you open this area up and exit, you can grab some time bombs. But watch out for the crushers that are above the time bombs, and you should be fine. As for these guys, you can finally start getting rid of them, if you feel like it. Just be warned that they like to really throw axes, and your axe dodging will need to be on point if you want to attack them like this at this time. But it's better to get rid of them now than later, to be quite honest, because you can teleport into that area, and if you don't kill these guys in advance, they will give you quite a bit of trouble. There we go. That ought to do it. There'll be more enemies here, but let's deal with the rest of them. Especially the nitro golems. Nitro golems like to pervade the extremes of these hallways. It's a bit hard to see because of all the pulsating lights, but they're hanging around for sure. As for these ones, we'll get rid of them with the wand. Yeah, we're doing things a little meticulously, but with a level like this, you can kind of understand why. This level might be why the video will be longer than usual. With enemies like this, who needs anything else? Right, so let's just hang around these halls and not go into those parts yet, but do go into these ones so we can grab some more crystal vials. There are more nitro golems down these halls, we'll get rid of them. Watch out for the ones that'll shoot at the very ends of the hallway, ones that will run into you, and it'll be too dark to see them. Ridiculous. Let's try flanking these guys though. Yeah, flanking in a Doom engine game. Yeah, the spread on the crossbow wasn't ideal, but it still worked in the end, so we were ready to go into another area. Before we do that though, we're gonna check around the edges of this part just to make sure that we're ready. We'll open this area up and grab some stuff we'll need on our little journey, such as the torch, the morphovum, and also this ammo right here. And some more health as well. Even more ammo. All good things to have. But we're gonna watch out for this part because there's another Iron Lich here. And he hit me with all of his crystals. Quite evil. But we'll wake him up regardless. And we'll kill his undead warrior too. Dodge the ice shards, since we don't have a shadow sphere to dodge the big ice ball and whatnot. We'll just kill the Iron Lich like that and we'll be ready to go. Let's head on into this hallway now. All while dodging this tornado since we don't have a shadow sphere and the tornado's timing is a bit unpredictable. We We'll use the wand to kill the rest of these guys. And we should be good to go. So we finally cleared out the exteriors of the mausoleum. But this next part will require us to think fast, because when we go into here, fire gargoyles will attack us. So let's deal with them a little slowly. Prioritize the fire gargoyles because there are some regular ones here, but most of them are of the fire variety. If any regular gargoyles get in your face, you can just snipe them or just wand them right in their ugly mugs. Like this one. Yes, there are some more golems here, but they aren't of the nitro variety, thank goodness. But they still are quite annoying to deal with. You can switch to the gauntlets, but no promises that they won't hit you through that. We'll drink quartz flask to celebrate. And we'll go back into here, because we need to hang around this part. Actually, we need to get out of here. So we can't open this up, but we can go around in this part again, just to double check. I believe there's a switch here somewhere. I may be mistaken. I might have to hit it. Yeah, just like that. There we go. Alright, so this area is pretty scary. Forgot to hit that switch. Usually I hit it in the process of all the fights, so that's why I forgot to do that. We'll use a morphobum for these guys. Make an opening and just hide in here a little bit. And as for these guys, since we have an Iron Lich egg, we'll turn these guys into chickens too, and bob them. If you don't have that, you can just stick with the wand and hide around these corners. It'll take a while, but it's better than going out in the open with these guys. So now we've gotten that mess cleared out, we're going to open this area up, watch out for these guys, and just bring them over here so we can time bomb them. And wand the rest if need be. Some close encounters with the Nitro Golem there, but when we go into this area, both of these lower. So grab whatever you want, but make sure to grab the quartz flask. You'll probably need those for later, or now, depending on your situation. Either way, we're gonna head on out. We spent 10 minutes on this level already because I was spending my precious little time getting rid of all the other enemies. We're gonna have to go into here now. Now this area has more fire gargoyles and more regular gargoyles, excuse me. We're just gonna crossbow them down like that and finish this one off with the wand. Can't dawdle too much on the lava because it'll kill you quickly. But when you're done with that, you can push the switch, and there's the Dragon Claw. When you grab the Dragon Claw, this area will open up, which means you can escape from here, and you should be good to go for the next part. Now the next part, I believe, is a portal to another area that opens up somewhere over here. It has disciples in it, so we're gonna use that Dragon Claw right now. Yes, you can use one of the quartz flasks if you need to. If you manage to avoid getting hit in a situation like this, you are a pro. You probably don't need to watch this video. Let's snipe this last guy. And now we should be good to go into the portal. And look, this is where the undead warriors were, in the center. Very deadly zone if you don't kill them ahead of time, but since we did that, we are good to go. The most deadly threat here is currently the lava. Oh well. Let's just grab a crystal vial. Now we push the switch there and head back. But oh no, we're in a different area now. In this different area, requires you to go onto this side if you want to not get hit by the lava damage. But you'll see that we'll have to go into the lava regardless. And we'll have to get rid of these guys in the lava zone. But let's open this up for future reference. And let's use the Tome of Power so we can run in here willy-nilly. Grab the Mystic Urn in the secret zone. Get out of here. Go over here, grab this real quick. Grab the Crystal Vial. Grab the Shadow Sphere in this part. We're not going to use it, but we are going to go over here, open this up. Grab these quartz flasks. And now we should have all the secrets in this area, if I'm not mistaken. I think I got that one there, yeah. We should be good to go now. Yeah, there are 3 secrets there. And they all require you to go into lava. How evil. Well, when you're done with that part, you want to check the map again, make sure you're going into the right zone. Should be the... well, not here. Because I went the wrong way around. Whoops. Yeah, this map is confusing, and I blame these pulsating lights. Let's turn on the torch for a bit, just to give us some perspective. Yeah, so this area opens up as well. You can check it out, but there's not much here at the moment, but we'll be back here one more time, because I want to show you something else. We're going through the portal up here, and then we can open the blue banner. I always forget which banner it opened up, but it's the blue one. And we're just going to break out the Dragon Claw so we can get rid of this disciple that will snipe you. Provided our Dragon Claw aims properly. You could also wait for him to come, but that'll take a while. But whatever, it's not like we haven't spent a while on this map already. Oh well. This area, we'll check it out. Clear this disciple out. And go over here for another blue banner. And this part is another secret that has 2 disciples waiting for you. We'll just get them all out. Use the Dragon Claw since this is a closed space instead of the Hell Staff, which is much more suited for wide open spaces. And we'll grab the Wings of Wrath, which we can use in an area like this, potentially. Alright, so now we cleared this area out, we can open this one up, grab the Silver Shield, also get rid of these guys. This is a wide open area, considering what we've just been through. We'll use the Hell Staff to get rid of the fellow over there, and just go all the way down here to grab the Phoenix Rod. Now you can open this back up if you want to go out from where you were, but you could also go back down here and just drop into this area to grab this stuff and get teleported over here. For this part, we're going to open this up and finally face our fears. Turn on the Sheesh Vision, the Shadow Sphere, and fight. Not 1, not 2, but 4 Iron Liches. Yes, when you open 1, the rest will open up to go with it. But on the bright side, you can get a Silver Shield. You can get some stuff out of each one of these. But there's also a chance to get the Fire Mace out of them. But since this is the Wayfarer's Tome, one of these will be guaranteed to have it. Thank goodness. Alright, so now we cleared out this mess, we can go into another one once more. Keep losing my track of where we've been, but we're going back through this area, and this time we're going into here. We'll break out the crossbow while we're still immaterial, but it's fine if not, because you do have some space to dodge the axes, even if it is very thin. As long as you're not in the center, you should have space to dodge the axes. Just hug each side of the wall and then move to another one when they throw another axe at you. Like that. Over here, some nitro golems. We'll get rid of them with the crossbow. Well, I think those ones are regular golems, but whatever. Switch to Dragon Claw for these guys. And now we can go all the way over here, and the rest of the maze will open up. Let's grab this Tome of Power here, and now we can finally grab the yellow key. Wow, finally. And look, another bag of holding. Let's grab that too. What a mess this level has been so far, huh? Well, we still got some enemies left to deal with, among some other things. Now I'll have to check the auto map real quick, just to make sure we're going in the right direction. I believe it's at the northern part of the map. It's the place we went to near the start, and it leads to the exit. But over here is an Iron Lich. Let's give him the hit scan Harry treatment. And we have 2 more phobems, so when we go into here... yeah, we can use them on them. Alright, so let's push this button, and this one too. And hey, let's grab the dropped Morphobum from the Iron Lich as well, just to make things seem all the much better. But we're not going to go into the exit just yet. There's one more place we need to go into. One I have to check the map for, just to make sure that I'm going into the right spot, because there's one area that we didn't clear out entirely yet. It's, actually, I believe it's not over here. We'll see it. It's actually over here. There we go. Now this part, we're gonna break out the crossbow for, because it's an Iron Lich guarding an enchanted shield. Let's get rid of him, and there we go. We should kill all the enemies. All of them are dead. And we got all the secrets, so let's get out of here. Let's use the Wings of Wrath to celebrate. Alright, that's the Mausoleum, and yeah, that's a long level. I took my time with it, but, you know, even if you don't take your time with it, even if you rush through it, you're still probably going to spend over 10 minutes on this level due to its unique layout and sometimes confusing layout in general. It can really get to you. But whatever. Let's go into the next map, back into the regular map rotation with the Great Stair. Here we go into the Great Stair. We're gonna grab all of the ammo here by going in a circle and then open this door to grab the crossbow. When we grab that, we can kill the fire gargoyles and perhaps grab a crystal vial if need be. But when we're done with that, we'll open this up to be greeted by 4 were-dragons. The thing is, you want to bait them towards the door without them firing at you. Because you don't want to go out there with 4 were-dragons on both sides. Well, it's 2 on each side, but still. When you're done with that, you can run out into here. Grab a quartz flask or 2. Get rid of this one. And the other one too. Yeah, come here, buddy. Okay. So now we dealt with these guys, we can go over here, grab this quiver, and then go over here and push this button, and then head out of this hellhole into somewhere a little nicer. Before we do, we'll grab this, and also grab some of these, just to make sure that we're ready for this part. And we'll go over here, push this button to raise the stairway to the right, and we'll break out the wand, because there'll be plenty of fire gargoyles here who will be susceptible to it. As for the were-dragons, of course, we will save our crossbow bolts for them. Let's just make sure to get into position. And we'll do a little dance back and forth to get rid of them. Some of them might drop green arrows for you, which is very nice. But what isn't nice is getting hit by these flames. But you can use the pillars as cover in certain situations, such as this one. Unfortunately, you'll have to peek up every now and then to get rid of them. But let's grab this stuff right here and get ready to face these guys. Let's also drink a sippy juice sip in victory. And there we go. Right here are some more of these guys. Let's just get rid of them. In fact, let's break out the Elven Wand for some of these guys. Thin out their ranks in a meticulous fashion because this video is going to be long either way. So you might as well take your time. If you want to take risks, you can go out and try to shoot them with the crossbow, but hit scan is a little more reliable. Usually. You still might get stuff like that, which will leave you with funny health, but whatever. Alright, so now we cleared that mess out. We're gonna go down here, check out this area, which has lots of Ophidians and more were-dragons. We're just gonna try to get them to shoot around a bit so we can get them to fight. Here's another Ophidian. He's hanging around in this spot all along. We didn't wake him up until now, but we're gonna go into here to grab this silver shield, because we'll need it. We will need it, trust me. Because we're going down here. Unfortunately, we'll actually have to go down here. I'm afraid to, because of this guy. Let's see if we can get him to come up, because I really don't want to fight him down there in such a cramped space. Come on, buddy. Alright, whatever. I'll play on your terms then. There we go. We get a Morphobum out of it. Now I can teleport back. That's not a secret, by the way. It's just there. Whatever. We're gonna head into this area once more and quickly go into this part. Push this button, grab the arrows and the Ring of Invincibility, then grab the yellow key and make our way out. Run! Right in here, we're gonna go and we can open this area up to kill this last were-dragon. Let's do that right now. And go into this part and kill this Ophidian so we don't have to deal with him later. Nice. So for this part, I'm gonna break out the Ring of Invincibility because I really don't want to fight these upcoming enemies. You'll see. These ones, yeah, we can fight without it, but there's one more we'll have to fight with it. Yeah, I don't want to ride up here and get a gazillion damage dealt to me, even with the silver shield. I will grab that Tome of Power and use it immediately on these guys, though. We'll get rid of these sneaky snacks. And these ones too. Let's egg them too. Just to cement our conquest of these annoying Ophidians. Because there are a lot of them in this hallway. There's also a chance to get the Fire Mist in this spot though, so make sure you get that. That switch we just pressed is on a timer. We probably won't be able to make it to that place yet. That was lowered on the timer, but we are going to get rid of these guys. At least try to. If the physics work out. You can use the crossbow if you don't feel like using the Fire Mace playing by its rules, or the Dragon Claw. Either one works. If you need any health, you can go back here and grab it. But we're gonna go down the stairway and get rid of the rest of these guys if need be. I think we got rid of most of them. But over here, you can just ride up to this part, get rid of the fire gargoyles if they're still running around this area in particular. Grab the green key and let's just run because Iron Liches will be here because we didn't kill them earlier. Gosh darn it. We're also going to go back up there because there's something else we need to grab. Do some 6 strafe runs. And grab all this ammo and whatnot. And especially the Hellstaff and the Wings of Wrath. I'll take those, thank you very much. And in addition, we'll push this again to lower that lift. Might use it for later. If not, that's fine. Either way, we got the green key, and this area is now open. So you can go into it. In fact, we'll go into it to clear out these fire gargoyles, because they're on both sides. But as for this area, it's the eponymous Great Stair, but we'll visit that area later. For now, we're gonna get rid of these guys. And we'll do the hit scan Harry treatment on them. And get rid of these guys too, since they decided to show up. We woke them up, so let's finish them off. But the main priority are these guys, these Iron Liches. There are 3 of them in this area, so you want to get rid of all of them. Like this guy. We have the Shadow Sphere on right now, and as long as we don't get hit by any of those again, we should be fine. But even if you do get hit, there's plenty of opportunities to recover, like this spot right here that will give you lots of ammo, along with some other items. We'll also get rid of these guys, especially this one guarding this Tome of Power. And here's another Were-Dragon, who may or may not be guarding a Fire Mace, depending on your situation. It wasn't for me, but oh well. So here's where the other Iron Liches like to hang out. They like to congregate around here. Unfortunately. I'm going to use the hit scan technique on him and whittle him down with the other one if he wants to be like this. I mean, look at those tornadoes go. It's ridiculous. It's stupid. And this guy is stupid. So now that we killed the stupid Iron Lich, we're gonna make sure we kill the other stupid Iron Liches too. Yeah, there's 3 of them, so we got all of them. So let's go back up this stupid stairway. Kill some more stupid saber claws. Like you. By the way, if you want more ammo for the Hellstaff, you have to dive down here for it. But there's also the Gauntlets of the Necromancer here. Nice to have. But either way, we're gonna head back up into this area. We'll be facing a friend soon. An old chum of ours. Haven't seen him in a while. And it is... after we kill the Saber Claws, it is... more fire gargoyles, of course. But for real, it is the Molitor. There he is. Casting his stupid fire attacks, as usual. Nah, I like his fire attacks. They're really punishing. But sometimes a little too punishing, but whatever. We're gonna be at a safe distance so we don't incur his wrath. And we're just gonna spam this at him. Use those homing projectiles to our advantage, if possible. Get him to move around a bit. Where is he? Oh, there you are. Very sneaky. There we go. A little laborious, but, you know, the Molotov CBT technique doesn't work in the Wayfarer's Tome, unfortunately, so we couldn't do it the fun way, so we had to do it the challenging way. Oh well. Pushing that switch will allow us to go back into this area. And yes, this is the Great Stair. I used to think this was the Great Stair, and I thought, that's not so great, but no, it's the stair we were just at. Whatever. Let's break out the powered crossbow and strongly crossbow these guys. There's lots of them, so you want to be careful. And I mean lots of them. You can get them in a good spot around here, around a good choke point. It'll deal quite a lot of damage to them. Fire 2 shots of the rain, and you should be good to go. Kinda like that. Watch out for any sneaky ambusher, though. And now we're ready. There's 4 more enemies left, but we don't have to worry about them because they are basic enemies. And we got an enchanted shield out of this area too. Yeah, using the Tome of Power with the Hell Staff and that choke point is very nice against disciples. It really destroys them. Anyways, we have the blue key. Let's open this up. Kill the rest of these guys. And that's it, except for the fact that we didn't even get the secret. Now what is the secret, you may be asking? Well, we're gonna use the wings of Wrath to get back up to this area, otherwise we'd have to climb up. We're going through this area, and after a while this part opens up, and it's another place where you can potentially get the fire mace, but yeah, when you're done with the whole stair part, you can get that secret. But we don't need it because we got everything else. And that's the Great Stair. And yeah, I took another break. I'm doing this slowly at a time. And this level's pretty tough. And it's all because of those were-dragons at the start and throughout a good portion of the level. Pretty challenging level, but that's to be expected from Shadow the Serpent Riders. Even for me, still, at this point, this level is challenging. I'd say maybe even more challenging than Catafalque at this point, but I'm more practiced with Catafalque than I am with this level. But enough talk about that. We're going into the next one. Halls of the Apostate. Let's go. Here we go, into an area full of gargoyles and saber claws with just the wand. Now this start is a ridiculous start due to the fact that you won't get a good weapon for this beginning part. You'll have to fight them all with the wand or with the staff, but you should have enough ammo for such encounters. Just enough. Alright, so when you press this button right here, you'll lower this lift with these saber claws. We're gonna lower them down 2 at a time. And you can use the staff if you want. It's time consuming, but it's better than the alternative of not having any ammo at all. Because you're gonna need that ammo, trust me. We're gonna save the gauntlets for later, because they don't work too well against the saber claws. I mean, they do kind of work, but you really have to micromanage it. Then again, you have to micromanage the staff too. Oh well. Alright, we're gonna go up to the right side because Saber Claw's there, and we're gonna wake up this guy and do the hit scan Harry technique on him. And as the beat goes on, we'll just destroy this lich with our little wand. Pathetic. No match for the hit scan Harry technique. So let's go over and grab the gauntlets now. Probably won't need it at this time, but still, might as well grab it. We'll go to this other side too. We'll be ready for this part. Because when you stand over here, you get the bag of holding, and you get to fight more saber claws. How exciting. No, it's not. Well, what is exciting is opening these areas, getting rid of these guys, and more importantly, getting rid of these disciples. Let's go up and zap them. Yeah, now we got a view of this part, but we don't need a view of that part. We're gonna go into here. Screw micromanagement. Zap this disciple, and now go over here to grab this urn. Neither of those are secrets, but you would be wise to grab them. It's also wise to grab that shadow spear too. Anyways, let's make our way over here to grab the silver shield and go around this part, bait these guys down, get them to come over here and staff them, since we're a little low on ammo. Yeah, the Smite-Meister is really showing its lack of ammo here, but that's fine. We don't need ammo. We had the staff. But all ammo deficiency aside, we can just go around here and get rid of these guys. Now we have a chance to grab the crossbow. Thank goodness. I was getting a little bored of staffing these guys to death. But now we can go to what may or may not be an exciting area, because there's lots of tension here because of the lava and whatnot, and the disciple right here. We'll just snipe him. You could also hug around this part. We'll push both of these just to make sure, and bait this guy over here. Yeah, there's an Iron Lich there. That's fine. We'll just get rid of this guy in the meantime. Like that. When you go over here, you want to watch out, because when you enter this room and grab the yellow key, there'll be an ambush of saber claws, but let's just egg them. There we go. So now we survived this whole ordeal without much of a hitch. The Iron Lich dropped an egg for us, so I'm thankful for that, I suppose. But when you're done with all this mess, you want to watch out for any projectiles, and just go through the right portal, not that one of course, and don't get hit by any of the spurts. This portal is the one you want to go through, because we now have the yellow key. We can go to the yellow area, and this area has another Iron Lich. Oh boy, let's just get rid of him. His tornadoes won't come after you, hopefully, but he will be a nuisance just because of the fact that he can shoot all the other projectiles without much of a hassle, especially the shards. And oh boy, good thing we got a low roll on that, huh? Let's just bait these guys over here and put a bomb and grab some more health while we're at it. Now, if you want to be risky, you can go back down into the little hole there, because I believe there's a quartz flask in the lava, but I'd rather not. I'd rather get rid of these guys. Like this jerk. We'll also go through here, get this, just to make sure we're ready to go. Open this up to go back through here. Yeah, that's also not a secret. In fact, there's only one secret in this level, and it's definitely not here. So let's head down into this mess. Grab the crystal vial there just in case. Go over here. Grab all this stuff too. Push this button to lower something, but it won't be important until we press this button. Reveal these disciples and whatnot. Let's just get them out. And finish them off one by one. Alright, we got a dragon claw out of that, thank goodness. Now we can push this button, and finally push this button for realsies, because this area right here is what we need to get. Except for the fact that, forgot to grab the green key. Whoops. Now the green key is back through here. It lowers whenever you push the other button. So let's push this button for realsies, and go back up here for realsies. And let's be greeted by none other than fire gargoyles, because of course there are fire gargoyles here in this level. What did you expect? Not fire gargoyles? Wrong. Get rid of all of them. Just like that. And now, when we push this button in this area full of pillars, there will be disciples. Oh no. Disciples in a area like this, even with the cover, still not the most ideal situation. And it's even less ideal in a situation like this. But you should have ammo for it. As long as you can stun lock at least one of them, you should be fine. And there we go. So now we cleared this area out. We're gonna head on out into this one. Now this one has more of the usual fire gargoyles, and you'll never guess what happens when we grab the blue key. Not clickbait. First we have to get rid of the fire gargoyles before we do our series on what's not clickbait and what is. We'll grab this first. Alright, we're gonna break out this Morphobum because, of course, what did you expect? What did you expect? We're gonna use the Hell Staff on these guys. Wasn't able to chickify 3 of them, but that's fine. It's better to get some of them than none of them. Anyways, now we cleared this area out, we are ready to go into the blue zone. Now where is this blue zone, you might be wondering? Well, it's over here. And the lift is just raising and lowering slowly. So let's get ready for this part. Let's open this part first, because it's full of these guys. And let's switch to the Dragon Claw, since this is a closed-in area. Will be much better for this part. Push both of these. And now we can head into this part. There's lots of gargoyles and whatnot. We'll use the Dragon Claw to get rid of them. Dodge the worst of their projectiles. Survive it too. And now we can go down here, get rid of these Saber Claws. And look, there's the Wings of Wrath right there. Let's grab those. Get rid of these ones too. Alright, for this last part, we're going to grab the Tome of Power and all the health just in case. But now we can use the Wings of Wrath to go up here, and the Shadow Spear, and this Tome of Power, because we're going right here to get rid of this jerk. Because he should be the last enemy. And this is the sole secret of the level. And there we go. Halls the Apostate. Halls of the Apostate, even. Yeah, this level has quite the rough start, mostly due to the lack of ammo and weapons, so you'll have to staff some of the enemies at first. Not the most ideal situation you could be in, but on Black Plague it's a little easier to do due to the extra ammo. It'll help you deal with the Saber Claws a bit better, but even then, only a little bit. But now we're done with that, we can go into the penultimate level of Episode 4, Ramparts of Perdition. Let's go. Here we are in the Ramparts of Perdition, the penultimate level of the 4th episode, and it's one of the toughest because of crap like that. But in addition, we're gonna go over here and wake up every single gargoyle on the map. We're gonna wand them all down. We're also gonna go into this area and do more wanding, because the wand is all we have at the moment. And in order to get more weapons, we'll have to fight more fire gargoyles, where they have the higher ground. It's really evil, and it kind of upsets me how difficult this map really is on a wand start. Kinda. Let's get rid of all these guys. Grab the gauntlets, might as well. And let's get rid of this disciple who, for some reason, really wants to come out here. It's the only one that does it, apparently. Let's get rid of these guys from here, because I do not want to go up there near these guys. I want to get them out of here. Yeah, if you go up here with these gargoyles, you will probably die real quickly. So it's honestly better to snipe them while you're down in the dirt here. So while we're around these parts, we'll actually flip some switches. There are more we need to flip. And hopefully we won't get hit by any more stupid projectiles in the process. We'll go up here now and get rid of this gargoyle, this one too. Press the switch and we'll be ready to go into another area. We have to press all of these switches for our health and safety. We gotta avoid this jerk. We'll deal with him in a bit. For now, however, we'll have to bear with his suffering. We'll deal with these were-dragons though, because they're guarding this. All while dodging this one. What an asshole. Let's kill him now. Okay, brilliant. Now we've gotten rid of him. We're gonna go over here and press the switch and then make our way out. Now we press that switch, we are going to go through this ordeal. Yeah, pressing all the switches allows you to get this. It raises the other platforms up. And when you solve that little puzzle, you can go and grab those crystal vials in a safer spot. But you do want to go down here either way, because in this area there's a secret room for more of them. Which is unfortunate, but we do get an egg out of it. Yeah, it's unfortunate because we have to go down into that stupid lava pool. Oh well. Let's celebrate our grabbing of eggs and whatnot by wanding these disciples to death. I don't want to use the egg on them yet. It's a little tedious, I know, but it's safe. Alright, so now we can go into here. The reason why this raised up is because of this switch right here. We're now going to make our way into here and avoid the were-dragon for the time being. Make our way into here and destroy these gargoyles. And let's break out the Hell Staff. Use the homing property of the staff. And let's use it in here, actually. Because there are lots of were-dragons up here. We can also use the crossbow. Might get ammo out of it, but whatever. We'll dodge all the projectiles. Especially the ones from the Disciple who decide to show up at the perfect time, I suppose. Like that. Okay, so now we can go up here where the were-dragons were, get another Hell Staff. And while you're here, go over there, and you'll meet a surprise with more Disciples. Oh boy. Let's get rid of the rest of these guys, though. One of them dropped the Sigil of Power. How about that? Very rare, but whatever. We're gonna make our way back up here either way, because I believe you can also run on this platform, which will open up and allow you to get to this portal, which will send you back, but it's all good, because we just want to check this part out. Let's double check this zone. And while we're here, we might as well grab the Sigil of Power. Yeah, we wanted to open that area up so we can grab this Tome of Power, which is a secret. All part of the plan. So let's head up here and clear this mess out. Including this one. And grab the Dragon Claw. Now we have that. We are ready to go back where we were. Now I believe clearing out this area will help us get across here. Let's get rid of this Disciple first, and then double check the first part. Because there should be a switch somewhere that raises the bridge that leads to that area, or a teleporter if I'm not mistaken. Either way, let's grab all the items here just to make sure we're prepared for it. As you can tell, it's been a while since I played this level, but I believe it's right here. Yes, this is the one. And the bridge raises when you move anywhere near that part. But while we're here, we're gonna grab this Shadow Spear, then take the portal back, and now we can cross the bridge for realsies. Okay, so this part will require us to do some killing real quick. With the crossbow, ideally. And over here, yeah, we'll just kill this last Saber Claw. Stand right here, then stand right here, then quickly go over here, right up this lift, because you only get one shot for it. It allows you to get this secret. Then you can grab anything else from here. Yeah, this only raises up once. You only get one shot to get it. But when you get it, you should be good. It's one of the few secrets in Heretic that functions like that. I have no idea why, but whatever. We're just gonna go over here to grab the Silver Shield, which lowers the yellow key. And since we have the Egg of Destiny, we're going to use it right here. And head out. Because I'm not fighting these guys in such a wide open area where they'll throw a bunch of projectiles at me. Neither should you. Let's go back up here and finish these chickens off. Grab some ammo while we're at it. Thank goodness. Open this up and you'll be able to go into this secret area with an Inferno Orb and a Mystic Urn. Yeah, it's the other area that's secret rather than this part, strangely enough, but whatever. That should be the penultimate secret. While we're grabbing stuff, you can save the quiver. But we're gonna make our way back into here now. And we spent 10 minutes on this map already, and we only have the yellow key. It's how precarious you have to do this map. Anyways, let's go into here, wake up the disciples, and now we can destroy them once they're all bundled up. There we go. Thank goodness for that health staff. Anyways, we'll make our way up to where the disciples came from, because this area also opened up, and so did another area that's just like it. You can get a Mystic Urn from here, but I don't think you can strafe run to here unless you do SR50, but even then I'm not sure. Either way, we're gonna clear this mess out and grab some more stuff up here, just in case we need it. Ammo, torch, and maybe health if you happen to need that. But when all is said and done, we're gonna go through the portal. And look, there's a chance to get the fire mace here. There's a chance to get the fire mace in a few parts of this map, but the throne here is one of them. But anyways, let's make our way into this area, which was cleared out due to infighting, thank goodness. And push the switch, which reveals this area with an enchanted shield. And do much the same here to get this Tome of Power. Very nice to have. So now we have that, we should be ready to go. Well, let's take this portal back. But this time, we're gonna head back into here, because I believe this lowers. And when you go onto it, you wanna watch out, because there are disciples here. Who else but disciples? All disciples all the time. And they're guarding the secret chaos device, which is the last secret. When you grab that, I believe this is when the gargoyles come out, but that's fine, because we're just gonna head back into this area and go through the portal. Now that we are properly equipped for such a situation, we are going to break out the Dragon Claw to get rid of these fire gargoyles. It feels so empowering to have a strong weapon against all these fire gargoyles, especially since we had such a rough start before. We'll push the switch and go over here. But watch out when you grab the blue key, because there will be more of these gargoyles. At least one of them will be of the fire variety. And as usual, they don't infight on the Wayfarer's Tome, which makes things a little tougher, I suppose. But anyways, here's a chance to get the Phoenix Rod, but for some reason this floor hurts. I guess it's hot. Whatever. Either way, we have all of these nice items. We'll probably be using them soon. In the meantime, however, we're gonna make our way into this area. And I'd say, let's break out the Rippers. It's been a while, huh? And let's go back to the bow. Let's use a time bomb. And another one. Yeah, some damage is better than no damage, I suppose. But we're gonna go over here, grab all these items and whatnot. We have the Wings of Wrath. We can use them, or we can just make our epic escape down through here. We're gonna use the Shadow Sphere and the Ring of Invincibility, just so we don't have to worry about anything regarding this area. And use another Tome of Power too, since we have the opportunity to do so. We're just gonna completely destroy these Iron Liches without them even thinking about retaliating. And to celebrate our destruction of the Iron Liches, we're gonna fly up here, grab the Phoenix Rod if you need it, but more importantly, go over here and get rid of this beast. And these things too. Yeah, taste my rain, buddy. Lots of gargoyles will appear too, but you should have the means to destroy them rather easily at this point. If you need to lower this, you can push this button, and I believe there's another button here that lowers another thing on a timer, but other than that, we should be ready. Yeah, this is the way you can go if you don't have the Wings of Wrath, which you should at this point. But whatever. We got all the kills, all the secrets, let's get out. And with that, we are done with the Ramparts of Perdition. This map is pretty evil because of the start with the fire gargoyles, but the less said about it, the better. Once you get your foot in the ground, it shouldn't be too hard, but it's just that starting area with all the fire gargoyles, particularly the area with the crossbow. That part can get you if you aren't prepared for it, so I'd say just shoot them from down in that little spot before you even take the lift up, otherwise you'll be in for a world of hurt. A surprising world of hurt. But with all that said, we are going to finish episode 4 now with the Shattered Bridge. Here we are at the final level of episode 4, and immediately we get a bag of holding, and immediately we get a dragon claw, but we're going to use it right here with all of these ghostly nitro golems instead of the nitro golems outside, because the sooner we deal with these guys, the better. We'll grab the silver shield and the time bombs, and we'll be good to go. For this area, we'll have to deal with guys like these, you know, the good old disciples. They've always been there for us. They're in pretty much every level ever at this point. Oh well. Let's get rid of all of them. And let's use the Elven Wand for these guys too. Avoid the wrath of the screaming metal skulls. But do grab as much ammo as you can before you go down into this part. Like the energy orb right there. We're a little short on ammo. Oh well. Let's just get rid of all these nitro golems. Run around like crazy. And you might have to resort to the wand too. So let's walk around in circles, and hopefully the worst of these Revenant style attacks won't absolutely decimate us. There we go. And hey look, quartz flasks, let's use those. And let's get rid of all of these golems and nitro golems. There are some ghostly ones too, just to add insult to injury. It's like, yeah, you have any physical weapons? Screw you, buddy. But you shouldn't have any physical weapons at this point. Except the staff, of course. If you need more ammo, plenty to go around down here. Or at least there should be. And also, there are crystal geodes. Very useful for dealing with these jerks. If you want, you can shoot them from down here. But results may vary. Might have a little bit of extra cover on one side though. Like that. Alright, almost done with getting rid of these jerks. Grab some more ammo too to make sure. Alright. And as a result of our shooting, we appear to have raised most of the bridge. In order to raise the rest of it though, you'll have to shoot these areas. Yeah, it's weird, but that's how it works. Let's just run across here now. grab the gauntlets and engage in this trickery. By the way, this sector is windy. We'll just hang around and grab these flame orbs. And I'd say we can head up here. Because there's a crossbow here that we'll most certainly need. We'll get rid of the disciple should the aim cooperate. And get rid of this guy too. There we go. Now these spinal column textures will lead you into new areas like this one. You want to make sure you go into them so you can get rid of these guys and this one too. And as you can see, this part leads out to here, but this part leads into this new area. But that should be it for most of these guys. Let's go up here now. Grab this shadow sphere, very useful. But in order to kill these guys, we'll need the wand or the claw. In this case, I'll use the claw. I'll use it for the fire gargoyles too. The enemies whose name I can never pronounce right. Or rather, enunciate properly. Let's get rid of these nitro golems with the dragon claw and also the elven wand. Now we can cross into this area and start destroying more enemies like this nitro golem and this disciple of this barrel. We'll use a crossbow and grab the ring. Yeah, we got a ring in here tonight. What's more useful, we got an enchanted shield, which should help us deal with the absolute worst of these guys' attacks. And hey, look, there's a health staff. And I shot the perfectly wrong time, but that's fine. Because we're gonna grab this health staff and then make our way over here to this area. Probably won't use it aside from this at this point. But when you go over here, go along the very edge without actually falling. Kill the disciple, and you can get the yellow key, which is apparently a secret, but it's a mandatory secret. Isn't that wonderful? Don't you love mandatory secrets? Well, at least this one's a little more obvious than others, I suppose. Either way, it's very strange. So let's make our way into this part. Back through here and into the center area. We'll also go into this part. And we're gonna break out the Dragon Claw for scum like this. Also open this area up. Watch out for the Nitro Golem. And destroy everything in these little holes. Now the thing about this secret, it has a symmetrical counterpart over here. So let's open it up, go into it, and destroy all the enemies here. And now we cleared that out, we are going to equip the Shadow Sphere. Because there are some undead warriors here, and I'd rather not deal with them. Because they're also ghostly undead warriors. So here are some fire gargoyles when you press the switch. We'll get rid of them like so. And since we have all the equipment we'll need, we'll just press the switch and get our invulnerability ready and destroy all these iron liches. And with the Shadow Sphere, it should be a piece of cake. Also with the Ring of Invincibility, which is probably more useful. There we go, all the kills, all the secrets. Let's exit this cursed episode. You thought you would return home to your own world after the sparrow died, but his final act banished you to his own plane. Here you entered the shattered remnants of lands conquered by the sparrow. You defeated the last guardians of these lands, but now you stand before the gates to the sparrow's stronghold. Until this moment you had no doubts about your ability to face anything you might encounter, but beyond this portal lies the very heart of the evil which invaded your world. The sparrow might be dead, but the pit where he was spawned remains. Now you must enter that pit in hopes of finding a way out. And somewhere in the darkest corners of the sparrow's domain, his personal bodyguards await your arrival. And with that, we are done with episode 4, and what a wild ride it was. My opinion of this episode has changed over time the more I played it, and I would say that E4M1 is not the hardest level of this pack. No siree, not of this episode. No. It's actually quite easy when you know what you're doing with it, but it is still very intimidating, I'll give you that, but it is not that hard once you have started the other levels like I have. I'd find E4M5, at least with the Wayfarer's Tome, E4M9, and E4M7 to be the harder maps than E4M1. But E4M1 is like in 4th place, of course, because it still is challenging, but it's not as hard as people make it out to be. But anyways, that's enough complaining about E4M1 in this episode in general. I enjoyed the new music that the composers here made for it, and I hope to hear more from them in the future. But that's it for this video. Stay tuned for the next one where we go into the 5th episode, but until then, toodaloo. Also stay tuned for some outtakes. And when we're done running around in this square, we can probably make our way down into the moat here to grab everything down here, such as the gauntlets. Or not. Not only are there nitro golems of the regular variety, there are ghostly ones too. And they are in these little holes. Ah, yes. Look at me slide. How long am I gonna slide? How long am I gonna slide? When am I gonna stop? Okay.